Now we are starting the first property of the group known as the coarse aggregate angularity. It is represented by CAA. Whenever the particles are having the coarse aggregate angularity, such type of the aggregate, when used in the road, they possess a high internal friction and a high retting value, which is the property required. High internal friction and high retting value. And how we define it? It is the material retained on 4.75 mm sieve. Having one or more fractured faces. This is the definition. Method for the determination of this property is ASTM D5821. That determination of coarse aggregate angularity by this method. Now the question is, I will not go in too much detail because just I have to show you little computation for this one. So I will just go on explaining in narrow way. What do we mean by narrow way? It means first of all, representative sample is taken. What do you mean by representative? The sample which we have to use for the development of Superpave mixer. Perform the sieve analysis. Calculate the result. And consider only the portion retained on retained on 4.75. Then at the last, check fractured face of each particle. Face of each particle. Just it was a brief procedure which I had to tell you. Now I will make the table which I have already made for the determination of this property. You know, we are going to design a spot bearing course. In this spot bearing course, we have these sieves. 19 mm, 12.5 mm, 9.5 mm, 4.75 mm, 2.36, 1.18, 0.6, 0.3, 0.15 and 0.075. These are my sieves. Passing percentage. Here 100% material is passing. Here 99% material is passing. 83% material is passing. 62% material is passing, 42% material is passing, 24% material is passing, 12% material is passing, here 7% material is passing, here 4% material is passing, here 3.5% material is passing. These are the value which we have got after doing the sieve analysis. Now, my consideration is not all this table. I have to consider only this portion. Please keep this in mind. 4.75. Other R is coming in the final stage. This is coming in the coarser stage. If I will go through this table, then I can write down 19 to 12.5, group number 1, 12.5 to 9.5, group number 2, from 9.5 to 4.75, group number 3. So, group number 1, group number 2 and group number 3. Clear it? What is the percentage of material passing? Retained over here. What is the percentage of material retained in each group? Here it is the passing, here it is the retained. It means 1% material has been retained. If I will make the difference of these two, it means 16% material has been retained on this sieve. Now, if I go to this one, (21% material has been retained. Other R has been passed. So from this retained portion, this is the retained percentage. I will take the representative sample. Let us assume that I have taken 700 gram over here. I have taken 500 gram over here, and I have taken 400 gram of the material over here. As I have already told you, each and every particle we will have to check. As I am checking this one, and I find that fracture particle. All 700 are fractured, and I am checking one by one. I don't feel any natural particle. All 500 is fractured, and all 400 is fractured. So here we say that whatsoever percentage we got over here, it has gone same. There is no any variation. So that is why we can say that if I will make the sum of this percentage, it comes out to be 38. Original. And for this fractured percentage, it remains same. Like this divided by this into this percentage. It will also remain same. 1%, 16% and 21%. And what would be the sum of this one? 38%. So it means that as a net result, we can say that fractured percentage of aggregates is equal to 100%. But my specification limit says we need 95 to 90% minimum for heavy traffic. Hence we can say that CAA property has fully complied. So this was just brief introduction that how we are going to get the value of coarse aggregate angularity. So key another thing, please keep this thing in mind. When we say the word fractured particle, please try to understand again. When we say or when we use the word fractured particles, it means you have the particle having minimum number of fractured faces, 1 or 2. Clear it? Sometime, what is the fractured meaning? The surface is having the roughness, surface is having the angular edges on it, and surface is having the broken portion on it created by any mean. So this is the difference between fractured particle and fractured face. It was just introduction that if as a civil engineer, if you want to learn about the Superpave mix design, so this is the first property which you have to know it very well, and I have given you just a brief introduction. Thank you very much for seeing this.